In this video of list in Python, we are going to discuss sorting of numbers in a list. Let's start now. First thing, what is sorting? Sorting is arranging a numbers of or items in a list in ascending or descending order. Means if we got an unordered list of numbers, here it is, and we need to sort it. So we can sort in two way, in an ascending and in descending order. Means from lowest number to highest number and highest number to lowest number. So we are going to discuss few sortings. So let us first understand the types of sortings. There are many types of sorting like selection sort, bubble sort, insertion sort, merge sort, quick sort. But in this tutorial we are going to discuss only these three: selection, bubble and insertion sort. In a start, we are going to discuss about this one, that is bubble sort. Let us understand the first what is bubble sort. A bubble sort, it is used to arrange the elements in ascending and descending order. You already know that. It is the simplest sorting, works by repeatedly swapping the adjacent elements if they are in a wrong order. Wrong order means if they are in a, if the first number is greater than the second number, then the swapping started. So how this bubble sort works, we need to understand the concept. So for that, with the help of an example, we are going to understand that. So I declare one list with the name of the variable is no, and the numbers are 14, 5, 8, 3, minus 9. 14 at 0 index, 5 at 1, 8 at 2, 3 at 3 and minus 9 at 4. So what is the first thing that we have to do? If we are going to work in a bubble sort, first thing we declare a list. So we have done the first step, that we declare the list and initialize the list with the numbers as shown above. These numbers are going to be, I just write it down inside a list. So this is a list and the name of the list is no. Second is I need to find out the length of this list. So I declare one variable k, and that k is going to store the length of no. So length of no is being stored inside the k. Now I know that the loop is going to start from the first to the last and it's going to work up to the k. Next, what is the next step? Now we need a loop. In the case of bubble sort, there are two loops. One is going to be outer loop, that is start from 0 up to k, means from the 0 it is going to start and to the k, that is the last one, that is 4. Why it is going to work up to 4? Because k is going to be minus 1 automatically in the case when we are using a range. If it is 5, it works up to 4. That means it is going to work like this. And every time these are called 0, if the value of x is 0, the loop, inner loop start from 0 up to the last number. I'm going to show you that also, that inner loop. This is the formula of the inner loop, that how it is going to start. Inner loop is going to be start every time from the 0, means from here up to k minus x minus 1. This is very important part. You have to understand this, k minus x minus 1. So this is the line that you need to understand, that this is the inner loop. You already know that inner loop works inside the outer one, and outer value increase when the inner is going to be completed. Means when the y is going to complete, then only x jump to the next number. So this is a very important part when you have to understand the sorting. We name that thing in a sorting, that is pass. Pass 1, pass 2, pass 3, pass 4, means loop first time, second time, third time. We will understand that. You will understand that afterwards. I'm going to show you diagram. You will understand that. So now next, inside the inner loop you have to check the number. This is the line that you need to understand. If you want to check the number for sorting, that the number NO of y is greater than NO of y plus 1. You in starting what I have said ki bubble sort, check the number after that. Means if it is sitting at 0, then the number after the 0 is 1. So 0 is going to check with the 1. That means 14 is going to check with the 5, that it is greater or not. If it is greater, then the value is going to be swapped. Now if the condition is true, so I have write it down again. For x in range 0 till k, and inner loop start from y in range 0 comma k minus x minus 1. And what is the condition is कि if NO of y, we are working in bubble sort, if NO of y is greater than NO of y plus 1, then what happen? It start swapping. Means if the condition is true, y is at the 0, means here starting number is 0. And what is the condition is when the swapping is going to start, that if the condition is true, then the temp will store 14 and of NO of y, that is temp is going to store NO of y. What is that? That is 14. It is going to be stored inside the temporary variable. We are going to use it afterwards. Then NO of y is going to store NO of y plus 1. Now NO of y is at 0. It means this 14 is going to be erased, and inside that 5 is going to be transferred. So the 5 is copied inside NO of y. Now what happened to y plus 1? NO of y plus 1 is going to store temp. That means now 14 is going to be transferred with the help of this variable that is called temporary variable. You will understand that afterwards, because the diagram is going to be shown. You will understand ki how the swapping is going to be happen. Now we start that how it is going to work. So I have taken all the steps here. I have written everything, that inner loop, outer loop, all each and everything. Now the first time when the outer loop is going to start, that is pass 1. You need to understand this also. Pass 1 means first time when the loop started. For x in range 0 to k, that means first time the value of x is going to be 0, and we give the name to that as pass 1. When the pass 1 is started and the value of x is 0, the inner loop is going to work from y, that is start from 0 to k minus x minus 1. It means that inner loop is going to start with the 0 to k minus x minus 1. So what is the value of k minus x minus 1? It is going to be like this. 5 is the value of k. Total how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the length of the list, minus what is the starting value of x is this time in a pass 1? 0. 5 minus 0 minus 1, that means 4. Now 4 is going to be placed here. But you should know that in a case of range, if the 4 is there, so how many times this loop is going to work? 0, 1, 2, 3. It means y is going to be first time 0, second time 1, third time 2, and next is 4. That means 0, 1, 2, 3. Done. Now what happened? When this thing is being finished, again the value of x is going to be incremented. Now when it is going to be incremented, it will call pass 2, second time. What is the second time value of x is now? 1. Now if the value of x is 1, so what is the value of k is going to be? K works up to k minus x minus 1. 5 minus 1 minus 1, that is 3. If this value is 3, so how many times it is going to work? Y is going to work 0, 1 and 2. Understand? It will work 0, 1 and 2. Now again, when these inner loop values are going to be finished, what happened to x? Again, now what is the pass is? Pass number 3. Now what is the value of x is going to be? It is going to be 2. Now if the value of x is going to be 2, so what is the value of k minus x minus 1? Yes, it is going to be 5 minus 2 minus 1, that is 2. And if the value is 2, and we put the value here, then it will work 0 and 1 two times. Now what happened? When this thing is inner is finished, now again the value of x is going to be increment. Now what is the increment value is? Pass 4, then the x is going to be 3. If the x value is 3, what is the value of k is going to work? This inner loop, this thing, that is 5 minus 3 minus 1 means only 1. That means if it is 1, it works only one time, that is for the 0 only. Now it will work with the last one also, that is the fourth, so that will call pass 5. But in that case, yes, x is going to be 4, but inner is not going to work. Why? Because 5 minus 4 minus 1 is going to be 0, and 0 is comma 0 is not going to work. So the y is nothing is going to happen. So I put the question mark, that is finish. This is the concept of working of passing, means pass 1, pass 2. This is very important part, because in a paper also these types of questions are going to be there. You write the bubbles out, pass 2, pass 3, pass 4, or pass 1, pass 2, pass 3. So you should know that how it is going to work. I'm going to explain passes also, that how the values are going to be swapped in a next presentation, in the next page. So you should know this page first. That is a very important part. So now you know all the passes, pass 1, pass 2, pass 3, pass 4 and 5, and how the inner and outer loop is going to work. Means these passes have been linked with these x0, x1, x2, x3, x4. That means outer loop. We're going to say outer loop, the pass 1, pass 2, pass 3, pass 4 and pass 5, like this. And in each pass means outer loop, there is an inner loop is there, and that is why start from the 0 up to the value according to k minus x minus 1. So we start with explaining with the pass 1 now, when the loop is going to be at the 0 index number, that is 14. So let's move. When the pass 1 is started, at that time the value of inner outer loop is x is 0. That means x is sitting at 0. So outer loop x is 0 and inner loop is k minus x minus 1, that is 5 minus 0 is the index value of x minus 1. It means that y start from 0, 1, 2, 3, less than 4. Less than 4. That means 0, 1, 2, 3. And this, the numbers are going to be checked according to the values of y. So what happened? Now I'm going to explain that with the diagram. I'll put this side the whole program, and I'm going to explain that with the diagrams. So when the pass 1 started, x is 0. So y, the first time inner loop, I'm talking about the inner loop, this y is at 0, sitting at 0. That means these are the numbers. 14 at 0, this is 1, 2, 3 and 4, and y is at 0. That means the condition is going to be checked, a of y is greater than a of y plus 1. It means that is 14 is going to be checked with the 5. Y is 0, the y plus 1 is 1, and what is going to be done? It's going to check is 14 is greater than 5. Condition is true. If the condition is true, values swap, means values are going to change, means 14 goes this side and 5 comes this side. How it happened? Temp equals to a of y equals to a of y plus 1, and a of y plus 1 equals to temp. I've already shown you in the previous slide that how these three lines are going to work. Now this thing is being completed. Now in a loop again move round, and the value of y is going to be increased. Now the value of y is 1. So these are the numbers. Now you have seen that. Now the values have been swapped. 5 is this side and 14 is this side. Now where is y? Y is sitting at 1. Where is that 1 is? 14. So if y is sitting at 1, what is y plus 1? That is 2. Which values are going to be checked? Which values? 14 and 8. 14 is going to be checked with 8. Why? Because this line is there. A of y is 14, and a of y plus 1 is 8. These values are going to be checked. If 14 is greater than 8. Yes, it is true. Again the values swapped. Now when the values are swapped, what happened? 14 goes this side, 8 come this side. So next time when the loop again go up and y is going to be incremented, what is the value of y is now? That is 2. Now the numbers are here. Now 8 is this side, 5 is here, 14 is been in a third place, and 3 and minus 9. Now where is y sitting? 0, 1, 2 here. If this is 2, then y plus 1 is this one. What is the value is? That is 3. Now again 14 is greater than 3. Again it is going to be, say yes, it is true. Now again the value has been swapped. Now what happened? Now the value has been swapped. Now what happened? Now when we come to the next line, when the loop goes up and the y value is going to be incremented, now the value is 3. So now what happened? Numbers are going to be 5, 8, 3, 14, minus 9. Now how many values are left? Where is y sitting now? 0, 1, 2, 3. If y is 3, then y plus 1 is 4. It means now 14 is going to be checked with the 9. Is the value of 14 is greater than minus 9? It says true. When it is true, then the value is again swapped. Now this thing is finished. Now what is the final line in a pass one? Like this: 5, 8, 3, minus 9, 14. When the pass one is finished and it goes down and again move up, at that time the value is going to be 5, 8, 3, minus 9, 14. Now we move to the next slide. What I have written: after the pass one completed, whole pass one, these are the numbers. Now in this case, bubble sort, these boxes which are black, they are unsorted number which are in the left side. Now 14 is a sorted. Why? Because it has been checked with every number and it is greater, so it's shifted to the right. So right is going to be all the sorted number, and the left side there are going to be unsorted number. That means this pass 1 is completed. Now we move to the pass 2. When we move to the pass 2, these numbers are going to be passed, but this 14 is not going to be checked. Why? You know that k minus x minus 1. So this number is not going to be checked because it is now sorted. Only these 4 numbers are going to be checked. Now pass 1 is completed, so pass 2 is now started. Means the loop is going to be moved to the 1. So the value of x is going to be now, that is 1. Outer loop variable x is 1. It means in a loop that value is k minus x minus 1 is 5 minus 1 minus 1 is going to work up to 0, 1 and 2. Why? Because the value of that inner loop is going to be less than 3. It works less than 3. The inner loop start from 0, 1 and 2. Now again I'm going to show you the same diagram. Now these are the values: 5 at 0, 8 at 1, 3 at 2, minus 9 at 3, and 14 is being fixed. So we are not supposed to use this one. The loop is not going to work up to 14. The pass 2 is started and x is 1. That means x1 is a pass 2 now. Now at the starting, what is the value of y is? 0. These are the numbers. So if the value of y is 0, that means we have to check inside the inner loop, a of y is greater than a of y plus 1. It means if the y is setting at 0, the y plus 1 is going to be at 1. Is what is the condition? The 5 is greater than 8. It's a false. Values not swapped. It remain as it is because the values are not going to be swapped. Why? Because it is not going to enter inside the if, because condition is going to be false. Now it is incrementing. The value is going to be changed. Now what is the value of y is? 1. These are the numbers. Now where is the cursor now? Where is the position of the y is now? At 8. If it is 1, what is the value of y plus 1? That is 2. Now 8 is going to check with 3. And what is that condition? Is the a greater than 3? That is true. Then the values are going to be again swapped. 3 comes this side and y goes that side, means they are going to change the places. Now what is going to happen now? The value of y is going to be incremented. So the value is now, that is 2. So there is the boxes. Now where is the cursor is been? At the second. What is that? 0, 1, 2. So if it's sitting at 2, so what is the next one? 2 plus 1. So what is that places? 3. Now again it is going to be checked. Is a is greater than -9? That is true. If it is true, then what happens? Now it will ask to change the places. So at the final result of pass 2, when finished, pass 2 values are being swapped. What is the result? The final result is like this: 5 at 0, 3 at 1, -9 at second, and then 8. 14 is already fixed. So these are the pass 2 numbers. So when the pass second is completed, two values have been fixed. Which are those two values? 8 and 14. These are now sorted numbers. And what are the unsorted numbers? These are 5, 3 and -9. That means next time when the pass 2 is going to be now finished, when the pass 3 start, only these three numbers are going to be checked. These numbers are now fixed and they are now sorted. That means in a pass 3, these values are not going to be checked. Now the pass 3 started. It means that outer loop variable x at second. So the x now at second index number. So inner loop value is going to be from 0 to k minus x minus 1. That means 5 minus 2 minus 1. Means y is going to work for 0 and 1. Why? Because the value is going to be 2. It means less than 2. It will start from 0 index value, then it moves to the 1 only. It means two numbers are going to be checked. Now again, this is pass 3. Means when the outer loop value x is going to be 2, and inner loop will start from 0 to the number that I have shown. Means 2 times the y is going to work. First is y is going to be 0 and second time y is going to be 1. The first time when the value of y is going to be 0, these are the numbers. These black boxes means these are the fixed number. These are not going to be checked. Where is y is at the first time? It is at 0. That means 5. Then the next number is going to be y plus 1. It means the first number 5 is going to check with 3. That is 5 is greater than 3. This time the condition is true. That means true. Then the values are being swapped. That means when the case when the move up, again the y value is being changed to 1. At that time the numbers are being swapped and the value is like this: the 3 left side and 5 goes to the right side. Now where is the y is that right now? It is at 1. That is a 1 index number sitting at here. So when the value y is 1, so what is the y plus 1? That is 2. That means 5 and 9 are going to be checked. Is 5 is greater than -9? It is true. Now what happened? It will swap the values. The final result of pass 3 is, what is that? It is going to be like this: 3 minus 9, 5, 8 and 14. Means now this is the pass 3 numbers. So now when the pass 3 is completed, how many numbers are fixed? 5, 8 and 14. These are sorted numbers. And what is left now? Unsorted numbers are 2. That is 3 and -9. So in a pass 4, how many numbers are being checked? These two are going to check. So let's move to the pass number 4. Now when we reach to the pass 4 and the pass 4 started, now what happened? That the number outer loop variable x is at 3 index number, and if it is 3, then the inner loop is k minus x minus 1. That is 5 minus 3 minus 1. It means y works only one time, that is 0. Why? Because the value is going to be 1 and less than 1 is only 0. That means only 1. That means if the first number is going to be checked with only second number, and you already know that in the previous only 2 numbers are left. When we move here, I put the yellow, that means these three numbers are not going to be checked, only these two numbers. So already the y is sitting at 3, so it will obviously it will check with the next number, that is minus 9. So at the pass number 4 only two values are being checked, and the y inner works only one time. That means the y is going to be 0. These are the numbers. So what numbers are going to be checked? When the y is at 0, it will check with the y plus 1. It means is the 3 is greater than minus 9, it is true. Then the value swapped. Now the final pass 4 value is going to be minus 9, 3, 5, 8, 14. This is a final, only one time is going to work, so it is finished. Only the pass 4, there is only one time the inner is going to be work. So the pass 4 values are, these are the pass 4 values. So the final result of the pass 4, that 3, 5, 8, 14 are sorted, and unsorted is minus 9. It means our work of the bubble sort is finished here only, but still there's a number has been left. Pass 5 started and the value of x is 4. Still the value of x is 4 because it works up to the last number. Length is 5, so x will work up to 4. Now if the value of x is 4, inner is going to start. What is the formula? K equals to x minus 1. That means 5 minus 4 minus 1. If you minus that value, you will be getting my y as question mark. Why? Because less than 0 is nothing, so inner is not going to work. So what is the means? It means inner is not going to work. So finally the result is this. So the bubble sort number is being finished at the time of the fourth phase only, but fifth is also going to work. This is our final result. That means this is our sorted numbers. This way you have to work in a bubble sort. I've taken only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it is 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers are there, the same concept is there. You need to understand the method. You will find out the result of those numbers also. I'm showing you the final code of the bubble sort with the phase, with the passes. Pass 1, pass 2, pass 3, pass 4, pass 5. And I have written the left side, the coding also, with the line that how this pass 1 is going to be written like the 1, and how the pass number is going to be displayed. Each in pass there are 1, 2, 3, 4 times. These are the numbers which have been sorted. Then next time pass 2, the numbers have been swapped. Then again pass 3, then pass 4. So these are the steps that I've already written. And without these pass, here is the coding. This is the line. A equals to the list numbers, then the length, then start for loop range 0 to k, for y range 0 comma k minus x minus 1, and then the condition if a of y is greater than a of y plus 1, that the temp equals to a of y equals to a of y plus 1, and a of y plus 1 equals to temp, and the final result is a. Means this is the final result of the bubble sort. If the question is to display only write the coding of the bubble sort, you have to write down like this. And if the question comes that you have to show the pass, if the in a paper the question comes show the first two passes, you have to show the first two pass of this bubble sort. So you have to show the first two passes.